Oh.
I'm so hooked onto that song lately for some reason. And I
What
keep
the
seeing
fuck?
your punch face whenever I listen to it.
You keep saying what?
I keep seeing your face.
What the fuck? Why
I,
me?
I think that was the first time I heard that song was through you on Pong.
I mean, wait, is this the first time you're listening to the song? Like outside of me playing it?
Yeah.
What the
Okay.
hell? It got
Okay.
so popular on YouTube though.
Yeah, that's why I was on Instagram, and then those little clips that they have, and I think one of them was using this song. I was like, oh, TK. I was like, oh, what song is this? So I went to YouTube and I found it, and I was like, oh, TK, stay with me. Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah.
for the listeners who are wondering, the song we're talking about is called "Stay with Me."
Yep.
It's by what's her name? Miki something?
It's by Para Punde. Miki Miki Matsubara.
Miki Matsubara. Yeah, this is a very nice song.
Yeah. And the other Dame Dame.
Dame dame,
Yeah.
dame yo, dame dame.
Yep, these two songs. Oh, when I hear it, all I think about is you, TK.
Oh, is there
Oh,
anything that doesn't remind you of me?
a Bangla.
That's weird because that's what I am.
Yeah, exactly. Like well, shit
Hmm,
happens. It's like when you see a fucking Chinese guy, do you think of me? No, right?
that's true.
Yeah.
When I see
So
a donkey, I think of you.
stay with me.
Stay with me,
A donkey,
hee-haw.
a fucking donkey singing that to you, well, with the two hooves in front. Stay with me. I'm literally doing that dance as I'm singing it now. Oh fuck.
What dance? Is there a dance to that song?
No, but it's what I would imagine a donkey dancing when it's singing that to you, like the two hooves in front, swinging left to right. Stay with
Oh
me.
yeah, I know. I can see it already. It's like shaking your ass in the other
Yeah,
direction and shaking your hooves in the other one.
yeah, yeah, something like that. So, yep.
Anyway, speaking of shit, welcome to this week's episode of the Talk Cock podcast, everyone. It's
Yeah,
episode 13,
it is.
and is it?
I don't know. I lost track.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
But
Yep.
whatever episode it is, you're listening to it, and yeah, we're here to talk more Amber Turd today. So
That's all he ever watches. That's all he ever watches lately. So, yep, that's all
no,
he will
I
ever
kid
talk
you
about.
not. I I this whole week I didn't even like see anything of the case. I think I like not much, but last night this fucking bombshell dropped out of nowhere.
Which
They called her Amber Turd in court
in front of her, in front of the judge, in front of the jury.
in front of the whole crowd. Like, when okay, so let me set the background for you, for everyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about. Yesterday, in like the trial is still going on. It's like 20 days now
Hmm.
already, still going on. I didn't know trials went on this for this long, but whatever. So actually, this was Amber Heard's lawyers, like Amber Heard's team, who called on this witness. And this
Hmm.
witness is apparently like a social media specialist or
Hmm.
analyst who like analyzes social media search results and and hashtags and shit on Twitter, right?
mm,
So he apparently researched 1,000 different hashtags and researched a billion different hashtags, and he found like the four hashtags that were used most that were a negative towards Amber Heard, you
mm,
know?
mm,
So four of them. So one of them was like justice for Johnny Depp,
mm,
which is which isn't even negative towards Amber Heard, right?
mm.
It's just for Johnny Depp. It's not negative against Amber Heard, but for some reason we brought that up. And there were other three, but one of them was hashtag Amber Turd.
Wait, who?
And
Yeah,
yeah,
who was who was the one who said it was Johnny Depp's lawyer? Is it?
no, this was the witness brought in by Amber Heard's team, right? So both of the lawyers asked the witness. So the
Okay.
witness was cross-examined, and
Mm,
I guess Amber's lawyers were trying to show the jury that, oh, look, so much negativity on social media for Amber, like have pity on her and shit.
uh,
But all, all the all the people just found out was what Amber turned. Like
well,
this is a fucking hot little nickname. Like this is very hot these days, especially after the whole shitting on Johnny's Depp thing came out. People went crazy with that nickname, the Amber Turd one.
well, it rhymes and the syllables are the same, so you can't really blame people.
Yeah, it
People.
goes so well with her last name.
Yeah, exactly. Amber Turd. And this is exactly what she did. She left a human
Amber
fever.
Turd.
Uh,
So yeah, when so the first was Amber's lawyer that questioned this guy, and he
uh-huh.
said about these hashtags, and then Johnny's lawyer came next, and he questioned the guy on these things as well. And
Mm.
in court, he like named out the four hashtags, right? It was like justice for Johnny, then blah 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 blah, and the final hashtag that you mentioned was hashtag Amber Turd. And the way he said it, like he was pronouncing it, and like his inflection went up when he said it, turd. You wanted the world to hear it. And when I shit you not, when he said that, like in this court cam, you can see the crowd, right? People
Yep.
sitting in the crowd. The crowd was cracking up. I shit you not, the crowd was losing their shit. They were laughing. It was like a comedy special or something. It's like, oh, the fucking Amber Turd, he said it. And this guy knew this was gold, like this comedy gold. He like said
Yep.
it like three times at least. He repeated the name three times. He's like, so, Mister whatever, you don't remember anything in the article about Amber Turd, do you? And he's like, no, I don't think so. So the Amber Turd, this name never specifically came out in this article. Every time he said it, the Amber just fucking turned her head, and she was like, you could see the fucking anger in her eyes every time. It was so funny.
And her lawyer was really really anxious when the guy was talking. Like there was this guy sitting at the edge. I was looking at the guy has Johnny's lawyer was saying turd.
Her whole team must be anxious because pretty sure Amber hates for her fucking lawyers as well. She hates her fucking entire team. Because I saw like the other day when she was being cross-examined, like she was
Mhm.
giving testimony. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
did you see? Fuck, you should see that video. I should send it to you. Did you see like Johnny's this female lawyer that for Johnny?
Cam-
She
Camille.
fucking grew. Yeah, yeah, Camille. You saw that?
Yeah. Like everything was like objection, 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 and then she asked like really hard questions for Amber.
Yeah, she got grilled on the stand. Like this, Camille fucking
Mm.
grilled her for an hour and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and like you could see she was cracking. Like Amber was fucking cracking down. Like she was breaking down all of her fucking blames and allegations
Mm-hmm.
and shit. Like I remember one, the big one was like, I think we talked about this one before on the podcast, but she was supposed to pay $7 million
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
to charity, yeah, after
Yep.
the last lawsuit, and she received settlement from Johnny Depp. She was
Mm-hmm.
supposed to pay. She pledged to pay 7 million of that to
Mm-hmm.
charity, like
Mm.
these specific two foundations.
Mm.
But in the end, she still hasn't paid, like
Mm-hmm.
even half of that amount, any of that amount, I think,
Mm.
until today, and it's been like 5 years. And so she got grilled on that one, and she kept like like Camille kept asking like, did you or did you not pay the donation amount that you pledged? And
Yep. Yep.
she kept changing it.
Yep.
Amber was trying to avoid it and dodge. She was like, I did pledge it. I pledged it. Like she kept saying I pledged it, but she didn't
She.
want to say I paid it because she did not.
Mm. So she couldn't
So
say it. She kept
yeah,
saying
yeah,
pledge, donate the same thing.
yeah, yeah, but it's not.
It
Pledge
is
and
not.
donate is definitely not the same thing.
Yep.
And
Don't.
but before those questions, like she got like this lawyer was really good in getting what she wants. Get it, like really cornering the fucking testifier, the witness, because
Mm.
before these questions, she
Mm-hmm.
asked her about like the settlement money, and Johnny, like she asked her like, did you want Johnny Depp to pay the settlement money to you right away?
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't want him to like prolong the donations and pay them in installments. You wanted them to be paid right away, right? And
Mm.
Amber was like, yes, correct. I wanted him to pay me right away, so you did not prolong the donation and shit. So
Mm.
after these questions, she was grilled on the thing like she was exposed basically that she still hasn't paid the amount she promised, and
Mm-hmm.
she made Johnny pay the settlement to her right away so
Mm.
that he couldn't like pay in installments to the
Mm.
donations. But she herself hasn't still paid the fucking donation, and it has been fucking 5 years.
So basically,
So
she was trying to get the money by using a scapegoat, like saying that she would donate.
yeah, like yeah, like fucking yeah, but because she still hasn't paid the donation amount. If she really wanted to donate the money and nothing else, she would have
Mm-hmm.
paid it right away as soon as she got the money, right? But
Mm-hmm.
she still hasn't paid the money. So, I mean, it's very clear.
Well,
She
but
got
yeah,
fucking exposed on that shit.
I mean, like every thing that she reacts to and responds to, yeah, she's been dodging and avoiding like answering the question. There's times that I saw that um that who Camille like asked her so many questions,
Uh-huh.
but she has never responded to it, and the judge had to tell her like, please answer the question, please answer the question, please answer the question. And it's really sickening like how she responds to all the questions, because she doesn't look at the questioner. She looks at other people to say that.
Yeah, that's the weirdest fucking thing. That's like so. She just looks so fucking stupid, really, when
Yeah,
she
she
does
looks
that. Like
so smart.
yeah, and she looks stupid as well. I mean, I like every time she gets asked anything, she turns her head like 180 degrees to the fucking jury and says everything to the like she's like talking to the jury or something when she's asked by the lawyer.
Yeah.
And it's every single time, even for the smallest, like the yes or no answer, she like does a full 180 degree. Like it's so fucking ridiculous.
Oh no, there's only one that she when Camille provoked her with saying that she proclaimed to be a victim of self abuse. And yeah, and then she was like, "I've never claimed myself to be a victim."
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember
Yeah, then
that. I never claimed myself to be a victim. Like what the fuck was the whole lawsuit is about the article she wrote on the Washington Post, where
yeah,
it's clearly like it clearly says in words like I was a victim of fucking abuse and shit. Like, what do
exact
you mean you never claim yourself to be a victim?
exactly. So I think by with just that statement, she's really contradicted herself in so many ways. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, really, nobody believes her at this point. And like, guys, like to the listeners, like I know it's it's hard. Like, I want to stay, what do you call it?
Neutral.
Unbiased, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, neutral. You want to stay unbiased and neutral, especially until you want to wait until the results come out, until the judge and jury give their fucking verdict or whatever.
Mm.
You're gonna stay neutral, but it's really fucking hard because like the Amber Heard is really unlikable, and like
Yeah.
it
But don't step on the bee.
and everything she says is just it just sounds so fucking fake and ridiculous.
It is. It is supposed to be sending you like she's like bringing you around in circles to avoid the main direct answer or question, and that's what
Mm,
people who's guilty, you know, they're guilty of something. Like if she could answer something so directly and straightforward, a victim thing. I believe
mm-hmm.
that she has.
Hello, hello. Did you die? Well, looks like Donkey is dead, everyone. I don't know what to tell you. He's just he's just gone. Hello, Donkey. Earth Donkey. Well, ah, this must be the doing of Amber Turd.
Hello.
Hello?
Did I got cut off?
Fuck, you died. What do you mean?
No,
I thought
I
you were
got
dead.
no, I got a phone call. I didn't know a phone call could block it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it does block it because the mic on the phone you can only use the mic for one application at a time.
yeah. Sorry. So where did I got cut off?
Fuck.
Uh,
I was saying she looks so fake and ridiculous,
yeah,
and you were saying something about the way she avoids the questions and stuff.
yeah. So like the way she avoids the question and like just dragging this whole thing out when it's very clear that she's guilty of doing that shit. And uh, even for people, I mean, I believe in a relationship, Johnny Depp must have done something to provoke such reactions from her. I don't think he's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely innocent, but this is still a couple thing, and we are in no position to comment that. But I still believe it takes two hands to clap. But at this point, Amber is just digging a bigger grave for herself with her own actions, even if people do not support Johnny Depp. Like she's
Hmm.
literally making herself unlikable like people may not support Johnny Depp, but they just dislike her because of whatever she's doing now.
Exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure like no one is a saint here, right?
Mm,
Like both, of course, have their faults, and
yep.
in a relationship, it gets really muddy. And like, if you give outsiders to decide like who's wrong, who's right,
Mm,
it's
mm,
often like it's perspective, and it's like those parties in the moment,
mm,
like only those two. But I'm sure it was both of their faults, and a lot of shit happened. But like ultimately, like Amber just looks so much worse, right?
mm, mm,
And she just looks so much worse, like as an abuser and a physically assaulting Johnny as well,
mhm,
because like there's so much proof and pictures and all this shit
mm,
of Johnny getting like physically abused by
mm,
Amber as well. So that's the big glaring part, you know?
mm. I think like also like maybe their personalities like clashes a lot, and
Oh,
uh
definitely does.
yeah, definitely. I'm not saying that I had a similar experience, but I think when you're with a wrong person, they push you to be the worst person ever, and
Mm,
just part
that's
of
true.
you, yeah, just part of you emerge from within that you didn't know exist. So I'm not trying to say that Amber Heard is right or Johnny is wrong or right, but I just feel that, it really takes two hands to clap in a relationship for either sides to be fucked up. But I think what went wrong was Amber broadcast broadcasted something that was not true, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's
Yeah,
where
and
huh?
yeah, and like it's so fucking interest. Like it's like weird. It's like a reality TV show at this point because
Yeah,
it's like it takes place every day. Every day court is in session and something new fucking comes out. And
yeah.
people are engrossed with this shit. It's like the world's new favorite pastime, you know? Like the World Cup or
Mm-mm,
something. Like there's thousands and hundreds of thousands of people watching on YouTube on different streams,
mm-mm,
like people reacting like on Twitch and streaming the whole fucking case every day. And
mm.
there's like hundreds and thousands of people watching. It's
Well,
like so
yeah.
many viewers. I've never seen so many viewers on live stream on YouTube before. Like this one woman who is a lawyer is like
Mm-hmm,
doing a stream where she reacts to this case every day, and
mm-hmm,
there's 120,000 people every day on her fucking stream.
mm.
I've never seen that much people on any other stream, on any other live stream before.
Well, I think it's because like this is a very important uh event. Like even if Johnny doesn't win, but I think a lot of people want to see what's behind the truth, and partly also because it's a very meme worthy trial. Yeah,
Amber Turd.
yeah. Like and that whole I step on the bee thing is so cringy. Like how can someone like do something like that? How do you even act like that? Like she's so bad at acting. She's so stiff, and yeah, like you can clearly hear in the recordings that she's not a person who's stiff. She knows how to express
Mm.
emotions. But you know, it's a very vast different Amber from the audio recording and
Well,
the person.
but she comes off like so. She comes off as a bitch when she does it, though.
Yep.
That's the
Very
problem.
smug. Exactly. So she's like literally rubbing everyone the wrong way, but that's probably because she's guilty and she's trying to put up a front to show that, she knows that if she were to show any sign of physical weakness, she's definitely uh guilty about it for rapping that op-ed.
And
Yeah.
people who are lying will always try to like overcompensate for their
Mm,
lies and
mm,
for their exaggerations. They'll
mhm,
always try to overcompensate with like raising their voice and like being very specific and giving too much detail and
Mm.
like really trying to sell this shit, right?
Yep. Yeah, so that's her.
Whereas a truthful person wouldn't do all that. They would just speak their truth, and they would like probably speak it very calmly
Mm.
and like very normally, I think.
Yeah, it's a very natural thing that I believe um even if you're very good at acting, there's gonna be parts that will slip up when you're trying to convince someone to buy the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that whole intention is subconsciously r- above, like whatever you're thinking. So it's more like a technique rather than trying to tell your side of the story. So naturally, they're subconsciously trying to sell a product, which is their story.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, it feels like a salesman. Fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
And
think,
Amber Heard isn't she isn't she isn't some Academy Award winning actress herself. Like
yeah.
she it's like she wasn't known for her acting skills ever, I think. It was she got roles I think for looks mainly,
But
but yeah.
doesn't she doesn't have very interesting um profiles. Like she's always one face, and she doesn't have anything interesting that tops of that. Um, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
She's very boring. Yeah,
I
she's
think
really.
no. Yeah.
Huh? Sorry, what?
No, you go.
No, I just wanted to say that she's very boring.
What from on her looks are boring or her performance is boring?
Both, because looks can only go that far. Like after a while, you just get bored looking at her having the same face, that uninterested face in being the character that she's supposed to play, and it doesn't really live up to that name kind of thing. Like you don't really even need to watch the whole movie. You just watch like bits and pieces of her acting. It really shows a lot already. Like literally, even in different movies, she's playing the same character that, you know, she's just there. Like
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that's what I mean by like her looks and her her performance are both equally boring. It shows a lot about her character. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe she was a model before she like got into acting,
Mhm,
and I think a lot of the acting roles she might have gotten as reference of Johnny Depp. Maybe you know that I think that definitely had a role to play when after she started dating and then married Johnny Depp. I
mm,
think she did make some name for herself in the industry. People knew her name,
mm,
and like that's the main way to land roles in Hollywood or the movie industry. Basically,
mm,
people know your name,
mm,
the more likely you are to be hired for a role.
mm. Well,
But
that
yeah,
depends. You have to be good looking.
well, yeah, but I mean, in Hollywood, like I think good look. She looks photogenic. She looks
Mm,
photogenic.
mm,
She looks good in pictures
mm.
and shit. Like that's what they need for movies. Really, they need the photogenic look, and they
Mm,
need you to be able to act. But
mm,
a lot of those times, especially the big like studio movies or blockbuster movies, they
mm,
don't even need like that good of an actor. They don't try to get the fucking what do you call it? The Academy Award winning actors that are renowned for their acting skills and shit. They just
mm,
want to get a big name or a name that a lot of people know in the
mhm,
movie that's recognized to get more people to watch the movie when it comes out.
mm, mm.
So it's all about big name and it's about fame in
Marketing.
those big. Yeah, it's about marketing and popularity more than your acting skills in Hollywood, really. Like for the
Mm.
big movies, anyway.
Yeah, fair point. Unless they have a very specific storyline that they need a specific character, like how, like Captain Jack Sparrow, like it's a specific character that not everyone can play.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it really depends on what kind of movies they're talking about. Maybe like Aquaman, like
Mhm.
Jason Momoa is really like the face of that whole franchise. So whether
Yeah.
or not if that girl is gonna be Amber Heard or anyone else doesn't really matter anymore so long as a pretty face. Because yeah,
Yeah.
Jason Momoa is the face of that franchise, just as like Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man, you know. Yeah, and Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds as Deadpool.
Yeah. And I didn't even watch the fucking movie. I didn't even watch Aquaman, but
Yeah, same.
yeah, it's but I'm pretty sure nobody fucking cares about Amber Heard in that movie. Like it's all about Jason Momoa, and
Yeah.
the actress is the supporting role in that movie anyway, so it doesn't matter who it is as
Mm-mm.
long as it's pretty face or like yeah. But
Well,
yeah, she was never known for her acting skills. Like whatever I saw her in, she like never
just
uh
Amber Heard.
she Yeah, it's like she plays one role. It's like she's just herself, in everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
Basically,
yeah, yeah.
she's not
Yeah, exactly.
she, she's not a transformative actor like Johnny Depp or something.
Mm,
Like
mm,
Johnny Depp, every role he does, he like fucking transforms and he plays these weird fucking characters. He
mm,
plays Sparrow in Pirates. He plays Edward Scissorhands
mm.
in the Beetlejuice movie or what? I
No, it
don't
wasn't
remember.
Beetlejuice. Um, what shit? Dark something.
Was
Uh, I
was
can't.
it called Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah, Edward Scissorhands was the first Gothic one. Uh, shit, I can't remember the other one. Dark something. It was an old movie that Tim Burton remade it, and Johnny Depp was
Mhm.
the main guy. Shit, I can't remember.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah. But then again, if you look at it, like Johnny Depp only able to play like weird ass characters. Like his other roles, like from Public Enemies, I think he plays John Dillinger. Didn't really quite sell too.
I didn't. I don't even know about that movie.
Yeah,
But I think he is.
that shows.
Yeah, I think he is famous for playing weird ass characters, right?
Oh, Charlie Chocolate.
Uh
Charlie
oh yeah,
Wonka. Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka. Yeah, Willy Wonka and the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then he played the Mad Hatter in the Alice in Wonderland movie.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, so he does those weird ass roles. I think, I mean, for me, he's kind of like Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
So like Jim Carrey plays the weird ass characters in like most of his movies.
Eccentric
So
ones.
yeah, eccentric one. Like the one of his movies, Jim Carrey, that he didn't even play. He didn't play that eccentric of a character. He played a really realistic one. It was called fuck, I forgot the name. The something of fuck.
Wait,
Wait, let me look it up real quick.
me myself, Irene, Cable Guy, Ace Ventura, Liar Liar, uh, uh,
Those are
Bruce
all
Almighty.
eccentric.
What?
Those are all eccentric movies, though.
It's all Jim Carrey. Like the mask.
Oh, fucking, wait. It was something of the Spotless Mind.
Truman Show.
No, it's not true. I don't think you know about this movie.
Wait, are you talking about Jim Carrey or Johnny Depp?
Jim Carrey. Wait, let me. Okay, I got it. It's called Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
What the fuck?
See, you didn't even know about this movie, but his acting in this movie was so good. Like the
Hmm.
movie was really fucking good, but he
The fuck?
didn't play like an eccentric fucking character. He played a very realistic character in this movie.
Oh, that reminds me. You remember how we once talked about Adam Sandler?
Who? Who talked
Like
about Adam Sandler?
you and me, we were on Pong. Like we would talk about Adam Sandler and his movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we were saying that yeah, you like him because he only plays one character in all his movies. But yeah, that there was one
Hmm.
that Uncut Gems. Yeah,
Oh
there's
yeah, Uncut Gems. That's a fucking good movie.
yeah. He's oh my God, his dramatic performance in there it's still him. Like you can tell it's still him, but the way he portrays the character that was meant to be inside the movie was spot on, and
Hmm.
like you can literally see this guy, this sort of character in and in that kind of environment and situation. That very
Hmm.
high strung cocaine guy, you know.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's his performance was really something else in that movie. I don't know if he was nominated for an acting award for that movie, but he should have been, man. It was really fucking good.
Yeah, that one was really, really like it really shows his potential of what he's capable of doing rather than just oh, this is Adam's max, max talent, max cap of what he's able to do. Because I think all his movies are meant to be, it is what it is, like lighthearted and retarded and like, lame ass jokes and everything. It's meant to be that way. So, but that Uncut Gems was
Mhm.
really like Adam Sandler being an actor. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that
it's the
was.
same case with Jim Carrey.
Yeah, if you watch that movie, it's a really good movie. I think you should watch it if you're in the mood for something like depressing and something like really. It's kind of deep and it's like emotional. It's like a romance drama film, but it's like a really weird movie. It's about these two people,
Mhm.
and it focuses on Jim Carrey a lot, but his character is like really troubled and goes through a lot of shit and but like it's a really weird movie. It's weird, but it's good. Like his performance in that movie is really good. It's kind of similar to like what Adam Sandler did. He like stepped out of his comfort zone and did something different
Mhm.
completely. I
Mhm.
think you would enjoy that movie. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
That you just literally just described my life. Jim Carrey, I'm gonna watch it.
That could be you. That could you could see yourself in that movie. I don't know. Could be Donkey playing that role.
No, I don't have that charisma on screen. Uh, I'm not photogenic, and I'm not a turd.
But yeah, I think that's one of the favorite movies of my friend who like watches our show regularly.
Oh, that guy. Hello.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a really good movie.
Wait, he's still your friend after listening to all that shit?
Yes,
Wow.
yes, he is.
Is he still following up?
Following up, you mean listening to the show?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Holy shit. Wow. Hello, friend.
Yeah.
We appreciate your tuning in. Please stay tuned for more nonsense, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and
yeah,
we even mentioned your favorite movie, so that's something.
yeah. See, TK loves you.
Aishtaru.
That's where I
Oh,
draw the line. Oh, sorry.
okay, so Speaking of Adam Sandler movies, have you seen one of his movies? It's called Anger Management.
Yep.
That was a really good movie, though. Like I
Yeah.
enjoyed that movie.
It's serious and how do you put it? It's a well-paced movie.
Yeah, like it's not a slapstick comedy like his
Yeah, yeah.
other movies. His other movies are like slapstick and shit, but
Yeah.
this movie is like it's uh it's a bit
Yeah.
more sophisticated, dare I say?
More substance. There's more substance in the humor.
Yeah, and it also has fucking Jack Nicholson,
Yeah.
so that makes it so much better. Like if that like Jack Nicholson and Adam Sandler, basically the two leads of this movie. So if
Two.
there was like anyone else besides Jack Nicholson playing that role, I
Mm-hmm.
think it would have been so much worse. Like
Yeah.
it never would have been as good as it was. But
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson is like a fucking treat. Like, he's so fucking fun.
But I don't think like if you replace Adam Sandler with another person, I think it's just their chemistry in general. Their chemistry was right.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
that's the key thing. I think without either one of them, I think anger management would have been very, very different. Like because Adam
mm.
Sandler looks very goofy and Jack Nicholson
Yeah.
fucking Satan in that movie.
I think Adam Sandler was perfectly cast in the movie. Like the character he played, just
Mm.
it goes. It fits him perfectly. His looks, his demeanor,
Yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
it fits him. So
Yeah.
I think this was one of the movies that the directors actually casted Adam Sandler for. Right, like they searched him out and specifically casted him. Unlike most of his movies, where he produces the movies himself and he casts all of his friends in the movie and fucking just goes on a vacation somewhere and has fucking fun or something.
Oh, but that's the life, man. That's the life I think you would want because it's like you're not really working, but you're doing something fun.
Hmm.
I think I would want to do something like that if I was as successful as him. I think basically it's because it's like you're bringing the fun that you're having along with everyone else. And yeah, I mean, to have that kind of, I don't think it's easy to have that kind of mood that is in those kind of movies as well because you can tell that everyone is on the same wavelength. Like they're not stressed or everything. Everyone is literally having fun, and their conversations are all very natural. And their jokes, although it's slapstick and a bit lame, but it's exactly like how we're both talking now. It's very casual and it's not very scripted, that kind of thing. So I think
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little bit hard to achieve that on that kind of level with that feel friend is with that they are all on the same frequency to have that kind of same vibe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, it's basically like Adam Sandler in most of his movies, like the comedy ones, and it's basically him producing those movies and like getting a bunch of his friends, like casting a bunch of his friends in those movies, and like it'll often be them going on a vacation on somewhere on some spot. Like I think he even stated in some interview at some point that yeah he just fucking loves going on vacations to shoot these movies. Like that's one of his main goals,
Well,
or that's one
it's
of
smart. Hello, 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 hello. I'm not sure who got cut off, but uh, if you guys can hear me, TK got cut off.
hello,
Oh
hello.
yeah, you're back. Hello.
Oh shit, yeah, it was the internet.
Oh
Where did it get cut off then?
yeah, that's all. That's all. That was the last I heard of, and that's it.
Okay, so I was saying, but yeah, if I was fucking at Adam Sandler's level, I would be like, fuck it, like let's just go on a vacation somewhere, get a bunch of my friends, and do some wild shit. Like I can just sell this movie for by my name, you know.
Yeah.
Like Adam Sandler movies just get sells. It doesn't make millions of dollars, but it makes back its budget and it
Mm.
makes a profit. It
Yeah.
just sells because he's Adam Sandler, right? So
Yeah.
if I can just sell a movie on my name alone, I would be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just have fun, and the movie's gonna make a profit anyway. So who the fuck cares?
Oh, and
Uh,
actually, there's one factor about his movies that I just recently noticed, like literally like 10 seconds ago. Uh, his movies, although silly and lighthearted, but one very important factor is they're all timeless. Like I watched back like um the first few movies that he ever did, like Billy Madison and all this kind of stuff. They're still actually pretty good, you know, in this day and age. And yeah, for that, give him the respect for that because although he's doing all these very light-hearted movies, but you know, like how some comedy movies they just die out over time. Like not every comedy movies have that kind of shelf life. Yeah, my tongue.
Shelf life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my tongue has gone through too much licking, so I have some
Mm.
problems. Oh.
Lelolololololo. Lelolololololo. But
So
yeah,
yeah,
I know what you're saying, but he got popular off of those roles, I think. Like
yeah.
the, those big roles and like roles like 51st Date. Like
Mhm.
that's still a classic. Like
It is.
51st Date. And
And
I rewatched Anger Management the other day, friend, and it's still fucking hilarious. It's really funny.
it is.
Uh,
And
yeah. So I
his
think some of those popular roles like he got famous off of, and then like later he got lazy and he just went off of that popularity and sold his movies basically.
Well, yeah, I mean, basically, if you look at his character, he's a little bit more down to earth and not really of everything. So I think it is right. And I mean, he's getting old too, you know. So probably at a different stage of life too. But his chemistry with his female co-stars like Drew Barrymore and um Jennifer Aniston, like they're all very good. And
Hmm.
so I think that's why people enjoy watching it because it doesn't feel scripted. Yeah, it doesn't feel
Yeah,
scripted.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of it is like improvisation. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he does improvise a lot in his movies. That's why it doesn't feel very scripted. It feels very natural a lot of the time.
Exactly. It's like I watched this interview of him and Jennifer Aniston like being interviewed in this talk show, and the
Hmm.
way they communicate and their body language and everything is exactly the same as the movies. So it's really not about the script anymore. It's really that bonding is there, and they don't even need to. I don't think they even need a script for that because it's just so natural, you know. Like okay, if you were to put both of us in a movie and there's a certain character that we have to play, uh, you know, by reading a script like once we know like okay where this is going, but the way we talk and to bring that script across will be much more natural because it we 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 are close enough to have that bond and that communication compared to uh like you and someone else. Maybe I don't know who else. I can't I can't think of any more male host. My brain just died.
Wow, I can see it now. Thanks for explaining. It's so clear now. I see. But I know what you're talking about. Like is the chemistry that's the main factor in his movies.
Yeah, like
Yeah. So like the chemistry between the leads. And I think
Yeah,
Adam Sandler, like he seems like a very likable person. Like seems like a very likable and fun guy to hang out with. So I can see why everyone he works with will have a fun time and have nice chemistry working with him.
yeah. After a while, like, yeah, I see it too. Like, it's like, just chill, just be yourself, and yeah, you know,
I
be,
mean, he is he is a stand-up comedian, right? That's his
he
roots,
was, yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
he was, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he came from stand-up comedy, so it's like, yeah, I think, yeah, I think like stand-up comedy, like comedians are usually very like relatable people, and people get along with them very easily, and like, yeah, they're usually likable and have fun personalities and fun to hang out with.
Yeah, I think it's just mainly
Like
because
Jim Carrey or Kevin Hart, those
Jim
kind of people.
Jim Carrey has wandered off to the dark side.
No, what do you mean dark side?
He's awakened. Like all he talks about is like the truth, like how we're just, you know, atoms of this whole universe, and nothing really matters. There's no you or I. Everything is but an illusion. The Jim Carrey
Wait,
that we
does he?
see. Yeah, he does.
Where? I haven't seen any of this.
I think it was during the period when I think there was this whole period that he was going through this whole severe depressive phase, and suddenly he
Uh-huh.
just became very awakened. Okay, like because I do like my religious beliefs, right? So
Hmm.
whatever he's saying, I actually understood what he was saying because it's all part of the teachings. But the way he explains it, from his eyes, is something that he has gone through it, and he's not bullshitting. It's like everything he's saying is all very uh religious science. It's all, yeah, it is what it is. Like it's true that the persona that we see as Jim Carrey is not him, that kind of thing. It's just he's
Hmm.
just playing up a person as Jim Carrey, but that's not really him.
Hmm. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah, I know what that means. It's like very woke stuff.
yep, yep, yep. So there was this whole
Very woke shit.
yep. So he went to the dark side with that. Like he literally became woke.
Is he
Uh,
still woke? Does he still talk about stuff like that?
he is. I think he still does. Yeah, he still does. Like he can't help it. Like he's just like, "Meh," because to him, he's at the age where it is what it is. You know, like
Hmm.
he accepted like it is what it is and who he is and everything. So yeah, it's just natural that when people interview him, uh that side of him comes up because it all links up to whatever he's talking about. Yeah.
Hmm. Like he's obsessed with that?
Not really obsessed, but it just became like his perspective of life itself has changed a lot dramatically. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like whatever we hold dear now, like whatever is important to you, is just a fragment of an illusion that the value you gave it, that kind of thing. Like he breaks down sentimental values as whatever we think, everything we see might not even be true. Because one example, I don't think this is quoted by him, but one example is that what the TK that I know is just a fragment of my imagination, because this is what I see you as. This is the TK that I know, but this is not the person that you know you are. Yeah,
Hmm.
something like that. Yeah, it's along those lines. It's pretty deep, but it makes a lot of sense for people who did ponder about subjects like that, because it really makes you think, and it's stuff like that that makes you understand that things are, it is what it is. Like everyone around you is your own imagination, and they're not who they really are. compared to the person that the version that you have in your head.
Hmm. Well,
Mm.
I mean, that's true. I mean, like you're only seeing someone for the way that you want to perceive them,
Yeah,
and
something
they
like that.
show the parts they show to you, right?
Yep, yep.
And like everyone has like many different faces and like personalities that
Yep,
some of them they show to people, some of them they don't. So
yep,
you
yep,
never really truly know a person, and even most people don't even know themselves, right?
yep, yep. It's like people don't think about this very often because I think that people want to think about or accept it to a certain extent. Because this is life. Some people view life in a way that why take it so seriously, or it is what it is, or this is not something. It's not their responsibility to think about all this. That kind of stuff. So topics like that do hit a nerve at times when the right person is talking about it. Like I think he even exposed a lot behind the whole industry. I think there's some interviews that he talked about it, like the whole. I think he was trying to be sarcastic about the whole Illuminati thing. There was this whole period where people were very obsessed with the Illuminati. Like, so I think
Mm-hmm.
he was trying subtly to mock at those people. Like, oh yeah, yeah, everything is Illuminati, that kind of stuff. Yeah, to
Mm.
troll those people. But yeah, he knows what he's doing and everything, and it really makes you think. Yeah, there's truth to everything that he's talking about though, because yeah, it is the basic
Yeah,
teachings of
well,
the
yeah,
religion. Yeah.
yeah, and if he like reveals industry practices and like the dark side of the industry, I'm
Mm.
pretty sure like most people already know that stuff. Or if they're told that stuff, they're not like, "Oh no way, Hollywood, they would never do that." No, like I'm pretty sure people wouldn't be like, "Oh fuck," like people wouldn't be shocked. Like if like when the whole, you remember the, what was his name? The guy who like sexually used to abuse actresses and like give sexual favors to as roles in movies to different actresses. The big time producer guy. What's his name?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
It's Weinstein something.
I don't think I have followed that piece of evidence news online.
Really?
Yeah, I
Harvey
don't.
Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein. You don't
Is it
know
this
about him?
bald guy? Is it this bald guy?
I mean he has some hair on it on the Google pictures I'm saying.
I'm not too sure. I think I might have passed by a few articles about him, but because like, all that shit that he's been exposed of, it's not really a
Yeah.
secret. It's an open secret in all sorts of industry, like in business, idols, the porn
Exactly,
industry.
exactly.
Yeah. So I wasn't
Exactly.
really.
That's what I was. So you didn't know about this specific thing then?
I think I might have passed by a few articles about it, but I didn't really like read into it. Like Amber Turd.
Damn, it was so huge when it came out though. I think it came
It-
out a few years ago. What? Two? No, must have been like almost 4 years by now that it came
Wow.
out. Yeah, but the whole Harvey Weinstein incident was basically, Harvey Weinstein was like the biggest producer in Hollywood ever. Like he was a huge producer. He produced all these big time movies, fucking blockbusters. He would always have big name actors and actresses in his movies, from
Hmm.
Brad Pitt to Leo DiCaprio to every big name imaginable you could think of, right? Like
Mm,
he was the number one guy in Hollywood. Like everyone knew him,
mhm,
and anyone would want to be in his movie, right?
mm,
Because yeah. So basically, when it all came out, so the things came out like he fucking like sexually used and abused the actresses, his assistants, like any female basically he worked with. And
mm,
it was like something like hundreds of women came out
mm,
basically with all these allegations and all these testimonies against him that the whole Me Too movement, basically at the height of the Me Too movement, and
mm,
he got fucking canceled for that. Like he got fucking crucified. I don't know if he's still in prison. He might be out of prison on parole or something. But
mhm,
yeah, he basically went to prison for it even. So it came out like hundreds and thousands of like women he's taken advantage of over the decades and decades of his fucking career.
mhm,
And when this all shit came out, it was huge, but no one was like, "Oh, that's fucking unbelievable! I can't believe my eyes! I can't believe my ears! What I'm hearing! Like, there's no way this could happen!" Like, bitch, of course this happened.
mm.
Still happens. This is still happening. It happens all the time. This is
Yep.
just the motherfucker that got caught. Like
Mm,
this is just the motherfucker that was the target that everyone decided like
mm, mm.
he needed to be the fall guy. He needed to be the target for it. Like
Yep, yep.
the fucking Hollywood producers still take advantage and sexual advantage of the fucking actresses and the people they give roles or they give work to. Like
Mm,
it's it was fucking synonymous with Hollywood and the fucking movie industry for like 100 years now. Like it's like accepted. Like no one wants to talk about it
mm.
or acknowledge it, but everyone knows that kind of shit happens.
Yep,
That part of the industry exists.
yep. They're part of every industry, to be honest. Like, so long as business, yeah,
Hmm.
it's bound to happen. Like,
But especially with the show show business, I think, especially with show business, like the movie industry, the
oh
modeling
yeah,
industry,
yeah,
definitely the porn industry.
yeah. Because
Like,
definitely, sex is not as important in that level of when it comes to that industry, like showbiz, like I said, showbiz, music or whatever, right? Sex doesn't
yeah.
really hold any value anymore. It becomes a currency, you know. I mean,
Mm.
as it sounds, but it is what it is because yeah, like I mean, to us, we are just normal people, and we hold value to things that are sentimental to us. But these people are just all about business, be it whether is it the guy or the girl, because if the girl is giving sex to the guy, it's definitely for a business transaction, you know. So everything is all about a business transaction, and nothing is really about sentimental value, or some sort like that.
Yeah, it's like for us normal people, we have like values and morals that
Mm,
we hold dear, and we think to ourselves that no,
mm,
we would never do this kind of shit. But if it was like for hundreds, millions of dollars of business,
mm.
like at that level, for those kind of people, for those actresses and stuff, it becomes like normal, it
Yep,
becomes a part of work.
yep.
It becomes, yeah, I have to sleep with this producer to guarantee my role in this movie. All right, sure. I mean, it's a $1 million contract. Sure, why the fuck not? You know,
Yeah, like
it's yeah, it's a commodity. It becomes commodified at that point.
yep. So we can't really like. I think when people I bet like that guy you just mentioned, like even though he's in prison and everything, he's still earning like a lot of money. I don't think I think to him it's just uh another issue to be settled, like his business are
Oh no,
you
no,
know
no, no. This guy, no, this guy got completely canceled though. Like
Oh, he
Harvey
got.
Weinstein,
Oh,
he's never gonna work in the industry again.
oh, really?
He will never. Like it's like Bill Cosby level of fucking shit. Do you know Bill Cosby?
Yeah, I heard of his scandal, but uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I
So
didn't
it's
know much
like,
about it.
but yeah, it's like that level of shit. Like he will never set foot in Hollywood again. Like in
Mm.
the yeah, he will never work again,
But
basically.
bro,
But I'm pretty sure
yeah,
he is fucking loaded. Okay, like
yeah,
he's been in the industry for a good what 30 to 40 years at least.
yeah. With
So
all that
he's like,
money,
yeah, he was the number one guy, the number one producer in Hollywood for years, man. Like this guy probably has billions and billions of dollars still. Okay, like
he's probably
his kids will not die of hunger. I can guarantee you that. His kids
he's
and grandkids will not die hungry.
he's probably still fucking someone as we are talking now. You
He
know,
probably gets prostitutes like delivered to him in prison and
what the fuck? But he's probably, yeah. Even if he doesn't does all that, he probably has enough money to retire for like 3 lifetimes. You know, so I
shit. Oh
yeah.
yeah, his
So
kids will not go hungry. You can be
yep,
sure of that.
for a few generations,
Yeah.
definitely. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but what was the original thing we were talking about? Jim Carrey coming out with everything, right?
I, I, for real, are you asking me like what the root was? Everything where it stemmed from all.
No, no,
Oh,
I
fuck
was like
you!
I was tracing back our steps. Like, how did we get into this whole
Okay,
discussion?
so first about Amber Third.
Amber Turd.
Yes, and then I can't remember, and now we're talking about Harvey.
Oh, great! You just fucking went from 1 to 100. You skipped everything in between. What the fuck did I even ask you?
You realize that I can't remember anything that I've said. Like even your girlfriend was saying something about the podcast, or was it Rice talking something about the podcast? Wait, what? Did I say something like that? No, fuck. I can't remember anything I
We
said.
just talked about it in the past hour.
It's called improv. Okay? Improv. You can't remember what's improv. What you have improv like 5 seconds ago, okay? And yeah, I have like, fucked up
Hmm.
shit. But yeah.
Hmm.
But wait, TK,
Huh?
could we earlier because I'm receiving a lot of calls from work.
Yeah, I was gonna end about this time as well because I need to
Yeah.
go and eat something. I need to go eat dinner.
Or just in case like you guys don't know, whoever's listening to this shit, we are recording this literally like right before TK is going to post it or a few minutes. Yeah, because this Panchot has been so busy throughout the week, and it's like, oh, busy, and then yeah, that's why we are doing this like literally right now, and yeah, yeah, fuck you, TK,
I was packed
fucking
this
procrastinate.
week. So yeah, we're basically recording this and we're gonna upload it in like the same hour, basically.
It's fresh from the oven.
Ooh, fresh off the oven, hot, hot. Get
Hot
your Amber Turd, get your hot turd, get your hot piece of turd rice.
Amber Turd. Yeah, okay, let's wrap it up.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up in a nice burrito with a turd sandwich in between.
Torito. Torito.
Burrito. All right, so I don't know what we can end on, but we talked about basically Hollywood and a lot of about
We're still
the
talking about
shit that
shit.
goes on in the industry, and we did talk about shit. That's the big opener.
Yeah, yep, third. Stay with me.
But yeah, Okay, that's it for us this week, folks. Thank you as always for listening to us, and don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening
Wow.
on.
I
And
hope so.
thanks for your support as always. Signing
Okay.
out.